Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name's Nova and this is Maria, and today she's going to be doing natural makeup on my skin. So if you want to just tell us a little bit why you like green makeup?
Yeah, so for me, I worked with conventional makeup in the past. I worked at a makeup counter for Makeup Forever. I've done films, so I'm very familiar with the the appeal of conventional makeup. However, when I became a mother with my second one 2.5 years ago, he suffered from, he still does, severe eczema, and it just made me question everything I had on my skin that he was touching or rubbing on himself as well. So I started just really looking into ingredients. So I started researching Canadian brands because I'm actually very proud of a lot of the lines that come out of Canada, and I really wanted to see what came out of each province. So I started my research in BC, which is my home province, and just started contacting people, emailing them and just telling them what it is that I'm doing and what I'm looking for. And then I worked over to Ontario, a province at a time. So I found something that was really fantastic, pretty much coming out of each province, whether it was makeup, skincare, or both. And I feel like as a mom and for the everyday woman, we don't need to have conventional makeup on. You can get a very pretty professional look that will last through your working day with a lot of the natural brands that come out of Canada. First, I'm gonna prep Nova's face. There's Graydon's Face Glow all over her face, and for those of you who don't know Face Glow, it's a tinted primer and illuminator.
Yep. It's a very light feeling.
Yeah, and her stuff is just, it's made with amazing ingredients. Graydon has a real fantastic knowledge on food, and her skincare is all plant powered. This is the only, I would say, makeup-y product that she has. The rest of her line is skincare. But hopefully in the future she'll come out with a few more stuff.
It smells so good.
So next I'm going to use Pura Nada's tinted moisturizer, and this is one of my favorites, especially if you don't need a lot of coverage, and it's also light and light coverage, but also has amazing ingredients in it, such as like rosehip, jojoba oil, sunflower oil. So I believe it has 5 different beneficial oils for the skin. And if you feel like you need heavier coverage, Pura Nada does make a heavier, like I shouldn't say heavy, none of their stuff is super heavy, but a fuller coverage foundation. And I've used it. It goes on like butter, very, very smooth. And they all have really, really cute names, such as Sunkissed Canadian, Atlantic Bisque, Prairie Rose.
Oh, that's very cute.
Yeah, so their stuff is has very, very cute names as well. Now I'm going to use a bit of concealer.
Okay.
And for concealer, I'm going to use Elate, and Elate comes from Victoria, BC, and I'm using their cream revealer concealer. All right, the color is buff. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna scrape some out of here with my spatula. And the reason why, and you might hear, like, why are you doing the concealer after you did your foundation? Well, because for me, I kind of want to see, what the foundation is going to cover up, okay? So if you put on your foundation, you're not going to need as much concealer because your foundation now has actually concealed some of it, right? So you're actually using less product and only where you need it. So if you feel like your concealer, your foundation has kind of done part of the job, then go in and see with the concealer where you need it. Okay. So now for me, now that I see you kind of all, like my even canvas here, now I can kind of say, okay, she needs a little bit here, and kind of go from there. So for a loose powder, I'm actually just going to do a light dusting of one of my mineral foundations.
Okay.
Light, light, light. So this mineral foundations, this is by Pura Nada. It could be a foundation, but I find that it all depends on what kind of brush you use. All right.
Okay.
So if you use a fluffy brush and you do a light application, it gives you pretty much no coverage at all. If you do a kabuki brush and then it picks up more product, completely different application. If you wet your sponge and go in it with a wet sponge, heavier coverage. I'm gonna go in and do her brows. And for this I'm gonna use Elate's brow balm. This is a new product. I think they just launched it a couple months ago, and it comes in this beautiful bamboo packaging. Okay, this is sustainable bamboo, and it's actually refillable as well. So you would buy the compact on your first purchase, and then when your brow balm runs out, you just go and fill it in. You just pop out the cake part, and then you replace it. And it's also a lot cheaper to buy and less wasteful. Go in and comb her brows. All right. Mineral blusher, so I have two of them pressed ones here, and I think I'm gonna mix a little bit of the bronzed clove, which is a really nice light bronzer, and a bit of the tender twig to do it higher up on the cheekbone, so it gives you that lifting effect. For the eyes, of my favorite colors from Pura Nada, or maybe three. All right, so I'm gonna do this one here. Yeah, so Luna probably on the brow bone and probably inner corners of the eyes. Then I'm gonna do Mirage as a base color transition, and then this is Pewter. It's one of my favorites in the crease to kind of just smoke it up a little bit. So I can't even tell you what color this is, because this is actually Bite Beauty, and in Toronto, Bite Beauty has a lip lab on Queen Street. And you can go and have your own custom color made. So I had this one made for me. I told them I wanted something red. Yes. We started out with something a lot brighter, and then I told them I want a red that I'll be comfortable sometimes wearing outside or to go to work. So I teach part-time at a college, and yeah, and he went in and kind of like darkened it a bit. So it's more like, I mean, it's a, I wouldn't call it like a red, but it's almost like I don't know, like a plummy almost red. Yeah. So it's a bit more, it's not like as, you know, like a fire engine red that you would only be able to wear on a special occasion out. Yeah. So.
So this is the final look here that Maria has done for me. I think it looks very beautiful. You would not be able to tell that this is all green products unless she told you. Mm-hmm. And it just feels really light. I don't feel like it's caked on. It might look, you know, like it might be a little bit caked on, but it's actually not. It's all dewy, and I'm in love with this look. It's very nice and smoky.
And what you just have to keep kind of your mind on as the day goes by, just see the lasting power. Yeah, you know, just keep your eye on that, because it's not conventional product. So keep your eye on the mascara. This is a completely like vegan, natural mascara. It has won the Cert Clean award for best mascara for 2017. So yeah, just keep your eye on it and kind of see how it keeps up and stays in place during the day. Yes. So thank you so much for being on my channel. Yeah, thank you guys. Thanks for watching.
You've done an amazing job.
My pleasure.
And also check her out on Facebook, which is Marvelous You, and your website is?
Yeah, it's marvelousyou.ca.
Okay, perfect. So thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned. I'll see you soon.